guys, I'm bringing you another video on my Steinhart, and I wanted to give you my perspective on this watch as a complete watch noob, someone who's totally new to the watch industry. I wanted to give you my perspective on how I came about this watch and what I think of it so far, and the top 3 reasons why I purchased it. I thought it'd be interesting for all you new guys out there who are looking to purchase this watch. Thinking about pulling the trigger to see this video, and so you can make a more informed decision. Because when I was looking for this information about this watch, I didn't see too many YouTube videos, so I thought it'd be helpful for you guys to hear more about it. So at the end of this video, I'll also have some noob watch confessions. Stick around for those, as they're very embarrassing. I really didn't want to make this video, but I thought it'd be informative for all you new guys out there and let you know that you're not alone. It can be a very intimidating industry, which I'm just finding out all about. But also, like 99% of you guys on my comments are very helpful, and I appreciate the time you've taken to write paragraphs to me. So thank you very much. So I gave myself about 6 months to do as much research as I can about a mechanical watch. I was coming from a quartz watch, a Seiko, and I wanted to learn as much as I can about mechanical watches. So I gave myself 6 months to go on YouTube to read watch forums, and that's how I came about this watch. And so the first thing I was looking for in a watch was a small dial size, small case size. It had to be between 34 and 38 millimeters. So the Submariner never on my list of watches. I thought it was way too big for me, and it was totally out of the question because it was too big. The 2 watches that were in the running were this one and the Seiko SKX 013, I believe is the code, which is the smaller SKX. And so I came across this watch. I've never heard of it. I found it in the Rolex forums. It's a boutique brand. I'd never heard of it. I'm pretty sure most regular blokes have never heard of it either. And then it came in 39 millimeters. So I thought, maybe that'll work. It is on the bigger side, but maybe it'll wear nice. And I've always had a thing for smaller watches. I think it's because my dad, my uncles, and my grandfather, they always wore small watches, and those watches aren't actually considered, I wouldn't think they were considered small back in the day. They're just, I think they're proportionate, and I think they look great even on taller, bigger guys. One of my mentors, he's this very classy French guy, 6'3", tall, slim, always wore a suit. He had a 36 millimeter Datejust, and it looked impeccable on him. And so I've always had a thing for smaller watches, so that's why I stick to that range. But I decided to just gamble on it and see if 39 millimeter worked for me, and I think it looks great. I think the sport watch, I can get away with having a little bit bigger watch than a 36 millimeter. So yeah, number 1 reason I bought this watch is because of the size. It was on the smaller side. Okay, reason number 2 on why I bought this watch is a lot of reviews raved on how much value it packs inside $600 Canadian. So all the components on the watch are supposed to be pretty robust and sturdy. For example, the sapphire crystal, the ceramic bezel, the band is solid, has solid end links. It's a sturdy, hefty feeling watch. It's got a good movement that should last a lifetime. I've taken care for. And so I thought, I can't go wrong with a watch like this, especially as a new watch fan. I thought it'd be a good entry point to get into. And the other watch I had on my mind was the SKX 013 diver's watch, but I decided against it because it just didn't feel dressy enough for me, since I do wear it to work with a suit 5 times a week. Which brings me to my 3rd point on why I bought this watch, and that is it's versatile in many different situations. I wear it to work, I wear it on weekends, and I think it looks great. You know, it's not too flashy, but it has a little bit of presence. So yeah, it works for me. It works for my lifestyle. I'm a one watch guy right now, and I hope to be. I hope, you know, I don't start to hoard a bunch of watches that end up sitting around, but you never know. It can be pretty tempting. So yeah, my top 3 reasons for buying this watch is the size. I'm a small guy. I like small watches. The second one is value. You know, I don't mind paying for value. Bang for buck. There's lots of bang for buck in this watch, and I'll pay for quality. And the third one is it's versatile. It looks good and it performs in lots of different situations. Okay, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much. I'm gonna go over some really embarrassing watch noob confessions, things I didn't know up until now, basically from 6 months ago. And the first one being is I didn't know what a mechanical watch was. I had to Google the difference between a quartz and a mechanical watch. And I'm still quite not sure, like, you know, how it works, how these complications work. I'd love to tear it apart and see it for myself and just tinker with it, you know, like the way kids grow up taking apart lawnmowers and bikes. That's how I grew up. That's how I learned how to work on my bicycle, you know. So I'd love to do that. The second one, actually, to stay on that topic, I'm still not even sure how like moon phases work and what are they used for, or how like a Daytona works. So yeah, really embarrassing, but hey, like, you know, everyone got to start somewhere, and if you're one of those guys, you're not alone. And you know, pardon my ignorance, and yeah, I thought I'd just make a video about this and take you along this journey of mine as a watch noob. Second thing I didn't know about watches mechanical watches was that they can actually run fast or slow. You know, I thought all watches were made the same to tell time, and I didn't realize that some of them can run fast or slow. You know, I thought if you're paying for a Rolex, you're gonna get the most accurate time in the world. Little did I know that they have specifications where they can run, you know, within a variance of a few seconds. And when I had seen that these variances, you know, plus or minus 5 or 7 or 8 or 10, I thought, you know, like, oh, that's probably like annually, you know. It's, you know, if you wear your watch for a whole year, at the end of the year it'll be running, you know, 2 seconds fast. Little did I know it's actually per day. So yeah, very embarrassing, but I never had, like, you know, a father to tell me these things, or an uncle or a friend. I have YouTube, I have you guys, and I appreciate all the comments down below. You know, feel free to make fun of me, but yeah, that's just where I stand. And I didn't want to make this video, but I thought you'd get a good kick out of it, or you'd just be really annoyed and pissed off with me. But I didn't know these things, but I'm slowly learning. So yeah, those are my confessions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know what you think of it. I'll keep making more videos, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to all you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.